to the genuine ones only. I hope all is well in your end, and I hope that you continue to find peace within to better yourself, to show up for yourself, to know that you are worthy, and don't get discouraged today. My content is not for everyone. It's not. But I took preach time to the genuine ones only. Now your genuine love, respect. Loving yourself is not a crime, and healing trauma and pain will never be an overnight process, let alone it's not a race. Love is real, love is one of a kind. But that day you chose you to understand you had to walk away. When someone was running game, they tried to dim your light with pain. And only for you to realize that, wow, it was a nightmare that you just wanted to come out of. Because love ain't supposed to hurt. True love at that. They said love is real, love is one of a kind, not to dim your light. That energy is different. When you start to self-reflect, to go within, to understand your direction. Never allow someone to discourage you at the end of the day to psych you out your thought process when it comes to their pain. Are you trying to meet them halfway? Someone walked into your life to misguide you, mislead you, show you at the end of the day they're going to humiliate you. At all costs, at the end of the day, to destroy your character, being disloyal. They was running mind manipulation games at the end of the day that, wow, they wasn't trying to meet you halfway. And only for you to realize that, wow, love is not supposed to hurt. Love is not supposed to dim your light. Someone's supposed to be your peace in the most healthiest way. But you chose you to right. You chose you to walk away. To understand your accountability, at the end of the day. That you are worthy of recognizing self-awareness. Not to allow someone to discourage you. Because they didn't know how to show up for you. They didn't know the right guidance at the end of the day when it came to direction and having common sense. They said what they wanted, but they didn't mean it. They didn't mean it because action didn't speak louder than words. What did you really gain? Only playing with someone's time and day. That energy is different. They say love is real, love is one of a kind. But true love ain't supposed to hurt. That energy is different. When you allow yourself to walk away from someone who doesn't know how to value your time and day, let alone see your worth. And you ain't trying to run a game, let alone project pain. Loving yourself, wow. Choosing yourself. Praying for yourself, not against yourself. Only to realize that, wow, God works in mysterious ways. God placed the right person in your life to treat you right. Not to misguide you, but to understand direction when it comes to order. Someone truly loving you right the first time around. Action spoke louder than words. The love of your life walked into your life. It was truly right. Your dreams became your reality. It was your existence. Someone truly paying attention, not to go against you. They say love is real, love is one of a kind with the right one that's truly for you. Wow. Someone allows you to believe that, wow, your dreams became your reality. It wasn't existing. Your past don't live for today. You truly self-reflecting. Someone truly heard what you've been through when it came to pain. They wasn't trying to gain. You know, dimming you out of your light at the end of the day. Having malicious intentions. Sneaking revenge, being a hate in disguise. All the unhealthy qualities that you dealt with in your past. You put a name in your book that made you uncomfortable. Only to realize, dang, you had enough. Thinking things was going to last forever when it came to that negative energy. But that chapter closed because you allowed yourself to choose yourself and God was showing you the way when it came your direction. Showing you at the end of the day that, wow, someone can truly love you right without the pain. Someone is truly willing and able to value your time and day. Because love is real, love is one of a kind. Someone is your biggest cheerleader up close in person behind closed doors. Wow. Allow you to feel. Allow you to see. You can actually smile. And it actually makes sense. No need to frown. Because God is truly showing you the way. That a healthy union is in existence. Someone truly being on the same page, loving you right. Showing you at the end of the day I can treat you right. The energy is different. Allowing you to come out your comfort zone. You truly got peace with yourself. You got it going on. The energy is different. And I say that respectfully. Someone willing to choose you Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and just because moments, and y'all willing to meet each other halfway, someone is truly at peace and existing. When your pain don't live here today. Someone didn't have to wear a mask to gaslight you. They truly saw you, to love you right at the end of the day, to bring the best out of you. When it comes to happiness and actually being in that mindset of joy and peace at the end of the day. Something that you're not used to. Someone showing up for you, respecting you, valuing your time and day without the excuses, let alone wearing the mask to gaslight you. Someone actually meant what they said that day. I heard what you've been through when it came to pain and love. Folks playing you close not to see you grow, let alone elevate. Secret competition, wow, that was your pain that day. Someone tried to destroy your character, humiliate you, psych your thought process, freeing your pockets of your eyesight. You can't buy true love. Because when the right one walks into your life, they show you what true time looks like when it comes to true love. Being on the same page, meeting you halfway, and existing. How love is real, love is one of a kind with the right one that's truly for you. Something that you're not used to. Someone valuing your time and day without the excuses. My content is not for everybody, and I say that respectfully. And loving yourself is not a crime. It's not. True love is not manipulation. True love is not having a hand problem. True love is not playing somebody close, let alone doing spoke in a toxic way, trying to say something about their free will. True love is not manipulation. Saying something about their thought process, freeing their pockets of their eyesight, because you can't buy true love, and I say that respectfully. Stop saying you hear someone's pain, not trying to project that on them at the end of the day, only for you to run game. And the real one had to walk away. Out here being disloyal, lying at the end of the day. Just trying to get in somebody's drawers and talk about them like a bad habit. Only to realize you was just playing mind games. Talking about you got abandonment issues when it came to get folks at the end of the day. Talking about they didn't know how to love you, let alone show you love at the end of the day. But you sat there and wasted someone's time and day. Thought it was funny, only realized the joke was on you. The real one had to walk away to choose themselves to better themselves because they wasn't trying to be reminded of pain. Let alone someone trying to run game. It's a thought process for me. When someone is willing and able to choose you, good day, bad day, misunderstanding day, and respect you with no malicious intentions, but to bring the best out of you. And all you wanted to do was short change when it came to common sense of being real. Something that you couldn't relate to. It's actually meaning what you're saying what you mean. You know, being real, it's a thought process for me. Even if some people alone, if you're not mentally ready to be in a relationship. My content is not for everyone. It's not. And it's not a crime to love yourself. And it's not a crime to heal trauma and pain. And it's not a race. And I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. But loving yourself is not a crime. And thinking for yourself is not a crime. If you're not mentally ready to be in a relationship, leave innocent people alone. It's the thought process to me. I should preach time to the genuine ones only. Always be your authentic self with noblest intentions. When you be the biggest cheerleader, they ain't gonna understand how they can't dim your light. Why? Because you chose you today to love you right. Something that they couldn't see was recognizing your faith. They try to take your anointing, try to dim your light, only to realize they didn't gain when it came to self-respect, only to realize that, wow, things would never be the same because they just a book by its cover, because God was truly covering that child of God. Save your games when it comes to your pain. Someone sees someone elevating. Someone sees someone loving themselves. Someone sees themselves and someone doesn't like the fact that someone has confidence to continue to be themselves. Sometimes you never know what direction you're turning when you're trying to show up for yourself, but when you're walking by faith, you're not walking by sight. God's going to guide you the right way when you least expect it. To continue to keep you woke. They would never understand that you is truly a blessing. You chose yourself to better yourself. You chose yourself not to dim your light. You chose yourself not to give up, but to understand your realities of existence, allowing your dreams to become true. You know you choosing you. When they gave up on you, they overlooked you. You put a name in your book regardless of guarding you or not. That unhealthy relationship, he was willing to treat you right. Overcome the mindset of being living in fear. Overcome the mindset of dealing with depression, anxiety, PTSD. You put a name in your book when it comes to your sleepness. When it comes to your sleepness. Not able to sleep. Trying to find peace within. They would never understand what it took for you to actually see, to heal the trauma and pain that was endured within you from a child point of view. It went into your adulthood. You wasn't trying to hurt you. You know, being a victim, loving yourself to better yourself, understanding and correcting your error. When someone didn't know how to value your time and day, you was tired of making excuses, but you chose yourself today. My content isn't for everybody, but being yourself is not a crime, and I say that respectfully. Never dim your light because someone wants you to live in fear. Someone wants you to give up. And because you're different at the end of the day, always be your authentic self with no malicious intentions, regardless if they can't see what your vision is at the end of the day. God installed with that gift within you so you can love yourself, to better yourself, to show up for yourself. And you wasn't trying to hurt nobody, let alone use a sad excuse. Why you gotta discourage somebody? They say hurt people, but that wasn't part of your vocabulary when it came to good God's timing. And you move accordingly at the end of the day because God was protecting you, showing you that you're worthy. You ain't got to discourage your neighbor when they tried at the end of the day to dim your light when it come to your confidence, only to realize it was a sad case and God got you. The energy is different. My content isn't for everybody. It's not. But loving yourself is not a crime. It's not. They don't understand why you smile on the inside and the show's on the outside. It was a healthy habit. You choosing yourself to love yourself correctly. Days when you couldn't even see for yourself, you was understanding time and change and growth at the end of the day. That you was willing and able to better yourself because God was guiding you the way. Praying for yourself the most healthiest way. Not to get discouraged because someone gave it on you that day. Wow. Allowing you to see. Allow you to believe in hope. Allow you to actually believe. I choose me, I choose me, I love me, I love me. I can't get discouraged today. I want to show up as my best vision of myself without the pain. They would never understand the obstacles that was placed in front of you, that was supposed to destroy your character, make you mentally unstable. The energy is different. You wasn't doing it for likes and views because you chose you. You wasn't doing it for likes and views because you was better than you. You wasn't doing it for likes and views because you meant what you said at the end of the day. I know how to take accountability for my actions with no malicious intentions. That energy is different. We are all the same when it comes to pain. Good day, bad day, misunderstanding day. You knew how to love yourself, to respect your neighbor with no malicious intentions, regardless of your culture, your religion, your sexual orientation, your disability, or your age, your humanity, you're worthy. When you understood pain, that everybody's not the same. Everybody's walk of life is different. But I hope that one day, neighbor, you truly find peace within to better yourself, to love yourself correctly. But don't get discouraged today at the end of the day, and I say that respectfully, because we all shall elevate. My content isn't for everybody. It's not. They can't relate to you. Self-love. They don't understand why do you mean what you say what you mean when you recognize your confidence that God installed within you. You allow yourself to show up for you today. They don't realize at the end of the day, you're blessed beyond blessed at the end of the day, knowing that you truly favor. God allowed you to see the other day. You barely was able to get out of bed to pay that bill. They didn't even know how the funds was going to come to that bank account, let alone in your pockets. But God made a way. The energy is different. Loving yourself to better yourself, loving yourself to show up for yourself. They would never understood that you lost everything that day. Folks that was supposed to be part of your journey when you least expected. Right to left, a situation kept happening. Made you feel like you was about to mentally lose yourself. Check yourself into a hospital to find out resource at the end of the day. But God was directing you in a different direction because God didn't want you to bear that pain, being your own worst enemy at the end of the day. God wanted you to understand what an even exchange was. Being kind to yourself, don't hurt yourself with words when it comes to pain. The energy is different. You matter, you're worthy, you didn't give up on yourself. Certain folks are supposed to be part of your journey, so you thought. And all they kept doing was allow you to disrespect yourself. You went against you. You went against your own boundaries because someone mistreated you. You went against yourself. Finding peace within. Solving everybody's problems at the end of the day but your own. Barely sleeping. Barely showing up for yourself. Treating yourself right. Wow. But God was allowing you to see that you could find a way. Being diagnosed, You was diagnosed with something that wasn't truly for you. Because God removed it, and it shows you at the end of the day, I got your back. They're going to try to discourage you in this cold world, but never lack self-awareness when it comes to self-love. It wasn't an overnight process allowing you to see your best self-vision of yourself, but you was understanding God's direction to heal the trauma and pain that was endured with you from a child point of view and it went into your adulthood. Yeah, it was your reality. You wasn't doing it for likes and views. And God kept showing up for you every single day in the most healthiest way. Something that they couldn't see was recognizing your faith. You matter, you are worthy. You overcame so many obstacles that was placed in front of you that was supposed to make you dysfunctional. But God was truly showing you the way. My constant ain't for everybody. Always be your authentic self with no malicious intentions, and I say that respectfully. Loving yourself is not a crime. It's not. Loving yourself is not a crime. They would never understand how God had a plan for you at the end of the day. So you be able to recognize your anointings, to understand and self-reflect, to go with it, not to dim your light, let alone get discouraged because of someone else's pain. One day at a time. You went from right to left to right. They don't understand how God was truly treating you right. Talking amongst yourself at the end of the day in a good way. Only realize that, wow, I'm not where I'm at, where I used to be at the end of the day. 10 years, almost had that heart attack. That was real. By myself, let alone. I was my biggest cheerleader. I wasn't going wrong. I had certain folks in my life at the end of the day that didn't know how to treat me right. They said I was dead wrong because I chose myself to better myself. I love myself. Why would I dim my light when God gave me another life? God gave me another life. The energy is different. God placed somebody in your life to love you right when you least expect it, showing you that your life never stopped. The energy is different. You brought a baby into this world to treat them right, and only for to realize that, wow, God didn't give up on you. God was truly favoring you. God saw that empty space that you had within you, and God knew at the end of the day that you was going to treat that baby right. You brought a beautiful baby into this world. God gave you another chance at life. The energy is different. My content ain't for everybody. You ever lost somebody when it came to pain, struggling at the end of the day, you put a name in your book, only to realize how God got you woke when you least expected, hearing your prayers, guiding you the way, showing you that you are worthy. When you least expect, it was a baby. Your baby at that you brought into this world and you was willing to protect at all costs at the end of the day. The energy is different. My content is not for everybody. Be thankful when you receive a life into your life at the end of the day. When they said that you wasn't going to have a baby and things would never be okay. But God blessed you with a baby at the end of the day. Baby boy or baby girl. Never hurt them with pain. And I say that respectfully. My content is not for everybody. Imagine being diagnosed with a diagnosis at the end of the day that wasn't your diagnosis. And only to realize you became a parent. Not only did you become a parent, you became the best person that you wanted to be, that you prayed for, not went to go against. You didn't go against you that day. But all the back and the forth and the trauma that you dealt with from a child point of view and it went into your adulthood, God allowed you to choose you and allow you to see that you are the gift to yourself. And always believe in yourself. That miracles work when you least expect it. My content is not for everybody. It's not. But when a baby is placed into your life, that's a gift from God. You don't hurt it. You don't disrespect it. You don't have malicious intentions. You love you to love that baby. You love you to protect that baby with no malicious intentions. My content is not for everybody. And I say that respectfully. God did not create a baby to be here and to be placed in your arms at the end of the day for you to mistreat it, disrespect it. That's the enemy talking. Or let alone put that baby in a mind frame at the end of the day that nobody loves that baby. That's not how God created us to be. That's the enemy talking. Wants you to get discouraged. Discourage your own baby in the process, but you're supposed to hold them, love them, protect them, showing that them they are worthy. Because God gave you a gift. And all for you to do is dim the light with pain. What did you gain? How could you ask for something so beautiful within the creation at the end of the day? Only to abuse it, manipulate at the end of the day. So unhealthy. Your bad habit. Seeking for love in all the wrong places. But your baby's right there. It's not a bad habit. That's love. That's unconditional love. That's your baby right there. That you're supposed to hold down at the end of the day. Show them at the end of the day, nah, I didn't bring you to this world to project pain on you. I brought you into this world to love you and protect you. Show you that you are worthy. Show you how to elevate in the most healthiest way. My content isn't for everybody. But always be your authentic self. It's a thought process for me. If you're not mentally ready to carry on a baby in this world at the end of the day, don't hurt it with pain. And I say that respectfully. It's a thought process for me. And stop using the excuses as to, well, I didn't have my mother and my father in my life to love me right, so I gotta hurt my baby. They say hurt people, but that's nothing but the enemy talking. It's so unhealthy. That's not how God created us to be, and I say that respectfully. My content isn't for everyone. But always be your authentic self with no malicious intentions. God is kind. God is respectful. God is peace. God is love. God is not malicious intentions, and I say that respectfully. That's only the enemy talking. It's a thought process for me. My content is not for everyone. It's not. And respect is a two-way street, neighbor. Someone ain't got malicious intentions towards you. They tie they shoe different. At the end of the day, we are all not meant to sit at each other's table. And that's okay, neighbor. Because what is for you will show up for you with no malicious intentions. What is truly for you will show up for you and respect you with no malicious intentions. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. What's truly for you, that God will place into your life to respect you. The right people with no malicious intentions. Not everybody's meant to be part of everybody's journey, and that's okay. But it's called respect, neighbor. Regardless of my sexual orientation at the end of the day, and I say this respectfully, I pray for my neighbor, not against my neighbor. And I do not worship the devil, and I say that respectfully. I do not energy harvest off innocent people's energy. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. I do not steal anyone's destiny or identity. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. And I say that respectfully. And I do not worship the devil. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. And I say that respectfully. And I do not play with spell work in a toxic way to bring harm towards myself or others around me. I know how to respect my neighbor. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. It's a thought process for me. The good God is not for sale and has never been for sale. And I say that respectfully. Loving yourself is not a crime. Never get discouraged at the end of the day. Because someone wants you to live in fear. They want you to give up. They don't want you to see your self-confidence within yourself. Think for yourself. Be your own identity at the end of the day. And you ain't got malicious intentions. It's not a crime to love yourself. And it's not a race when it comes to healing trauma and pain. And I say that respectfully. It's not a race. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. I truly hope that you find peace within, neighbor, one day. My content is not for everybody. It's not. But always be your authentic self. Because I'm going to say this respectfully, the good God sees everything. Especially when you're a copycat and don't make sense at the end of the day when it comes to your image being real. It be the thought process of me trying to be somebody that you truly not, only to realize you gotta truly self-reflect and realize that wow, the mask fell off when it came to your pain. You can't be somebody that you not, and that's really being real. At the end of the day, when it comes to self-awareness, it be the thought process of me. How this type of stuff happens every single day, and it's not the norm at the end of the day. It ain't my fault that you're your own worst enemy and you can't identify who you are at the end of the day when it comes to these verse psychology mind games. I said what I said. It's a thought process for me. Sad and disturbing. How someone sits there and play you close at the end of the day, they taking notes and they can't even keep up. Like a bad habit. It's a thought process for me. How you just call yourself splurging at the end of the day, you really can't afford it, but you worried about me. It really be the thought process for me. How you try to dim the light of an innocent person who didn't have to play victim at the end of the day, let alone be a hate in disguise. It really be the thought process for me. Loving yourself to better yourself. Wow. They don't like the fact that you choose yourself to show up for yourself. Why the energy is different. When they not used to somebody being real, genuine, and true at the end of the day. They're so amazed with them being amazed. Only to realize that wow, all he was just doing was running game. Bothering the innocent person at the end of the day. Someone who truly knew how to self-reflect, to go within and understand self-control. Self-discipline. Recognizing their confidence. Something that you couldn't get in tune with neighbor was knowing your worth to stay in your lane, but you try to get out of pocket. Nah, for real. How you get mad at the end of the day because you got caught being a copycat at the end of the day. And you can't mean what you say and say what you mean to be real at the end of the day. Playing all these verse psychology games. Got folks at the end of the day going against each other because of he say, she say, all because of the reality of the fact that misery loves company. And you was knocking at the wrong door only to realize you was going to reap what you sow. It be the thought process to me. Save your apologies. You poke the bear, didn't like the reaction, try to antagonize somebody at the end of the day only for you to get out of character, only for you to realize you need a straight body jacket with a doctor's prescription attached to it, leave innocent people alone out here at the end of the day, respectfully. It be the thought process of me. You can't be somebody you truly not, let alone keep up, because that person is truly original, something that you can't see. At the end of the day, it's being real, organic, authentic at the end of the day, You too busy on worried about being your own worst enemy, actually meaning what you say to go find peace within. It's a thought process for me. This type of stuff happens every single day. You matter, you are worthy. Don't allow someone to dim your light because of their pain. Being yourself is not a crime. It's not. Always be your authentic self, and I say that respectfully. They said you whack, you're corny, you are nobody. They said you whack, you're corny, you are nobody. It be the thought process for me when it comes to those word psychology mind games. No, for real. Like, make it make sense. How you mad at me at the end of the day because I choose me? How you mad at me at the end of the day because I'm truly elevated? How you mad at me because you taking notes on me at the end of the day? To be somebody you truly not. When the mask fell off, dang. Being real was a part of your vocabulary. Identity crisis, but you're so worried about me though, right? You're worried about me. You're having an identity crisis. And you're worried about me. I could never be mad at the end of the day of a copycat. Because I'm going to always be the original. With my own flow, something that you couldn't see. Was knowing your worth. You took notes on me at the end of the day, only to realize that, damn, you failed the test. It's a thought process for me. Because someone was in a secret competition with you. You can save your apologies. It's so sad and disturbing how someone will play you close, put you in secret competition at the end of the day, only for them to self-reflect and realize that, wow, they mask fell off when it came to their pain. You mad at me because I got confidence. You mad at me because I could think for myself. Something that you can't do is actually see. It's a thought process for me. Stay in your lane. You try to dim the light at the end of the day, discourage somebody, only to realize that, wow, you brought them fame. It's the thought process of me, jackass. How you bothering somebody? Oh, got everybody watching within watching. And only to realize that, wow, you thought you did something. Only to realize you only played in your own face. I bet you learned a valuable lesson. Don't have people going against one person at the end of the day, judging a book by its cover because someone knew how to respect you. It's a thought process to me. Good day, bad day, and misunderstanding days. Someone truly knew how to respect you, but you took their kindness or weakness, only to realize that, wow, nothing about you was real. 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 Because everybody saw you for who you truly was. Nothing but a coward. Nothing but a weirdo, a lame at the end of the day. Sneak this at somebody when he wasn't trying to project pain. Or let alone you was talking behind their back. And you couldn't even speak up at the end of the day. When he actually faced you in reality, something that you couldn't see. Was wow. Understanding your worth at the end of the day, that wow, I gotta check myself at the end of the day. I shouldn't be projecting all this animosity towards an innocent person when it comes to my pain. All because of the fact that I got controlling issues. And I can't be real with myself at the end of the day to tell my neighbor I got confidence. Problems at the end of the day. To adjust my view. The energy is different. Out here bothering innocent people at the end of the day. Lying on somebody's name, disrespecting them. All because they tie their shoe differently. Something that you couldn't see. Was staying in your lane. Someone is truly smiling on the inside and it shows on the outside. All the lies you told at the end of the day, they still smiling. Something that you couldn't see because you too busy worried about frowning at the end of the day. The math ain't mathing. All the lies you told. Someone dreams became their reality, and existing that you couldn't see. Was somebody being true to themselves, coming out their comfort zone, something that you couldn't do. Stay in your lane. At the end of the day, someone is truly elevating. You bully, 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 bully. You bully them right to left, but you would never speak up on it. Because at the end of the day, you don't want to humiliate yourself. Oh, I forgot, you already did enough damage. Damage control when it comes to self-awareness. It'd be a thought process for me. Because folks saw your true intentions. Nothing but a hate in disguise at the end of the day. Try to dim the light on someone who actually understood the even exchange. To respect they made with no misintentions. Something that you didn't like that day. When you try to antagonize somebody, wanted them to catch a case, only to realize you only played in your own face. Wow, that return back to sender that actually works when it came to your pain. All that negative energy was projected on an innocent person, only for them to love themselves, to better themselves, to understand at the end of the day, it was never a race. They allowed themselves to heal their trauma and pain, to show for themselves today. And they ain't was trying to hurt nobody. Something that you couldn't see. Stay in your lane. My content is not for everybody, and loving yourself is not a crime. And I say that respectfully. It's not. Always be your authentic self with no malicious intentions. Always be yourself. Regardless to who's not rooting you on. Regardless if you feel like you're alone. And nobody hears you at the end of the day. Never dim your light. Never give up on you. It doesn't matter at the end of the day who's watching, who's not watching. Because God still chose you. And God is allowing you to see at the end of the day that you are worthy. Who mistreated you. Who gave up on you. Who didn't love you properly. Regardless if it was a guardian or an unhealthy relationship, strange in the street. You put a name in your book, whoever made you uncomfortable. Lied on your name, disrespected you, took your kindness or weakness. Wanted you to live in fear, become your own worst enemy. They had to throw spoke at you in a toxic way. You put a name to your book. They try to discourage you. But you still chose you. And it's not a crime to love you. And it's not a crime to be your authentic self. With no malicious intentions. Always be yourself. Being a copycat, you're going to fall short when it comes to common sense that you truly lack, and that's being real. And I say that respectfully. God is not manipulation. God is never for sale. And God is not for sale. And I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. But I know how to respect my neighbor. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day with no malicious intentions. And I truly hope that you find yourself when it comes to your identity, Christ, neighbor. You being your authentic self. And I say that respectfully. Because can't nobody write the next person's story better than them. So be mindful and wise when you judge a book by its cover, neighbor. And I say that respectfully. God is not manipulation. The good God, I don't worship the devil. And I say that respectfully. Any evil eye, any negative energy will return back to sender to you and your mammy. I said what I said. It's the thought process for me. Now, respectfully, always be yourself. You matter, you're worthy, regardless to your culture, your religion, your sexual orientation, your disability, or your age. Always be your authentic self. And it's not a crime to think for yourself. Can I say that respectfully? Be mad that you can see? Be mad that you can actually think for yourself. And you understand the definition of true self-awareness when it comes to trauma and pain that was endured within you. You wasn't trying to be a victim, but you allowed yourself to go within. Loving yourself to better yourself. Wow, understanding your error. At the end of the day, certain things were supposed to dim your light when it came to pain. But God made you in existence to love you right, to show you are worthy, when they didn't know how to treat you right. Allowing your dreams to become your reality. You didn't lose hope. You allowed yourself to believe. Loving yourself, wow, you are worthy. Recognizing your confidence at the end of the day, not to get discouraged today because someone tries to dim your light when it comes to your confidence. And God showed up when you least expected to protect you and truly show you the way. At the end of the day, never dim your light or allow someone to discourage you when it comes to your faith. God closed certain doors in your life for the right timing, for the right reasons. Because everybody wasn't supposed to sit at your table when it comes to their mind games, let alone their pain. And that's okay. Because things will never be the same because you chose you to understand the right way. And that was the gift from God. And that was you. You was a gift from God. When you least expect it. Not to allow yourself to become a victim, but allowing yourself to love you. When they overlooked you, you chose you. My content is not for everybody, and I say that respectfully. I truly preach time to the genuine ones only. Always be your authentic self. Continue being your biggest cheerleader when you want. And I say that respectfully. You're not doing it for likes and views, let alone an evil dollar. And I say that respectfully because it's your reality. When you're truly a popular loner, they would never understand at the end of the day. They would take notes right to left only to realize it wasn't an even exchange because they still can't get in tune with themselves to understand self-awareness. When you have clarity at the end of the day that you're choosing yourself to better yourself, to love yourself correctly, and you wasn't trying to dim your light when it came to your faith. That energy is different. It wasn't a walk in the park when it came to finding peace. And you wasn't trying to be nobody else but you. That God installed within you nothing but greatness, something that they can't see. That energy is different. Being like somebody that you're truly not now. That wasn't part of God's timing when it came to showing up. The energy is different. God was allowing you to be yourself, to be a believer, something that they couldn't see, but staying in their lane. Wow. This type of stuff happens every single day when someone judges a book by its cover, or someone's being a copycat at the end of the day, and only to realize what they truly lack with self-awareness. It's a thought process for me when it comes to your mind games. Me saying it's your pain. My content is not for everybody. Always be your authentic self, and I say that respectfully. Peace and respect, say respect your neighbor. Stop the violence. Peace and respect, say respect your neighbor. Stop the violence. I said what I said. It's a thought process for me. Being yourself, loving yourself correctly, God showing you the way you matter, you're worthy, don't get discouraged today. Wow. They gave up on you. They overlooked you. They just a book by its cover. They wanted you to live in fear. They threw spokes in a toxic way to make you mentally unstable. They threw lies in your name. They tried to humiliate you. They tried to destroy your character. But God chose you, show you that you are worthy. And you wasn't trying to be nobody else but you. Something that they couldn't see was understanding true self-awareness. Continue to show for you in the most healthiest way. Don't dim your light, let alone get discouraged because someone doesn't want to see you elevate. My content is not for everybody. I am the original owner of all my content, and I say that respectfully. Always be your authentic self. And don't give up on yourself. Continue to be patient with your process because the good God is to be patient with you. Naya, genuine love, respect. Thank you for your time.